Hi, those of you that don't know me, I'm Chris. I'm really big into delphiniums. Have my own little plant nursery here. So what I'm going to be showing you today is how to grow delphiniums from seed. Now, growing delphiniums from seed, they do not come true to the parent plant. The only time you can get delphiniums true to seed from seed is if they're species plants or they're hybridized, take cuttings, divide the plant. Today, I'll be using seed from the Delphinium Society. It's an international organization based out of the UK, full of wonderful people. Check them out, you'll learn a lot. And the other supplier is Blackmore Langdon. They're also based out of the UK. They're an old specialist nursery specializing in delphiniums, begonias. And you can get some wonderful plants from seed, so this is what I'm showing you. And it's also how we get our plants to choose what delphiniums we want, and then we take cuttings from those delphiniums. So what I'm using here is a 50 cell plug tray. This is not a standard 10 by 20 tray, that's why I have this little extra here. But the reason I used cells is because even the tiniest delphinium seedling gets enormous roots on it. And to avoid destroying the roots or having to prick them out or separate them, which is a real pain, I just like the single cells. Now what I use for my seed starting mix, it's just compost and leaf mold from the local farm here. So basically I just put it in, I tamp it down. And the reason I do tamp it down is just make sure it's firmed in a little bit, because leaf mold can be very airy. So once I get this all tapped down, I'm going to show you my technique on how to do this. And I do recommend, if you have the space, to definitely go with plug trays. I have over here. You can see it went down a little bit even though it's up high. And here in a moment, we'll be getting at planting seedlings. Like I said, it's very light. It's good for starting delphinium seedlings though. They seem to really take to it. Growing delphiniums from seedlings is very easy to do. There we go. So what I am going to do, I'm going to switch this camera so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, keep my place, I just poke a hole in each cell, put in a seedling, and cover right back up so I know exactly where I was. I have a tendency to forget, lose my place, and then I'm planting more than one seedling up in there. So that's how I do it. You may have other techniques that work for you. By all means, share them. I'd like to hear your little technique. I know other growers that really like growing delphiniums. They'll prick them out, and I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. I don't care for it. It's a little bit more intensive than I want to be. And here I'm not disturbing the roots, pricking them out, or repotting them up as bad. All right, so our holes are done. Right now I'm going to use, this seed is from a cultivar called Raymond Lister. Beautiful plant, beautiful spike to it. Typically I've had good luck with it. Now when I do these seedlings, I actually write down the name just so I know what cultivar it came from. And I can decide whether or not I want to get it again or use it in my breeding. Like I said, I'll just drop it right in the hole, cover right back up, tap it down a little bit, nothing crazy. I mean, it really goes quick. One thing I'd like to show you guys too is I always use these 50 cell trays. So what I'll do on my standard 10 by 20 flats, I'll cut out one cell. That way I can keep an eye on the water level. Makes it easier to water. I'm not picking up this this cell tray here and disturbing the plants any more than I need to. But what I did here, since this tray is so big, it holds 70 cells total. I took this smaller one and I cut out 2. I can take this out. I'm not disturbing everything here. I can fill it with water here and then I can put it right back down. And that's my little technique. I'm sure you'll find your own that works for you. But for those of you that haven't grown delphiniums, like I said, they have extremely long roots and they grow very quickly. And what I will do, since I'm actually marking these with a name, I actually use painter's tape. It's a lot easier than popsicle sticks. It's just easier for me to use. I use it to mark the pots. I don't have to worry about them rotting or anything like that, or breaking or getting lost. Now I'm going to show you too. Let me specify these. These are what the delphinium seeds look like themselves. They're all different sizes. It doesn't matter, big ones, small ones. It does not matter how big or small they are. They'll grow just fine no matter what. And I'm almost done here. Got a lot of seed in that hand, that's why I didn't stop and do anything with. And these seedlings will be getting going here in a little bit. It's the end of January. It's the 25th of January right now. So if you're looking to start seedlings, end of January is a pretty good time. They're drought tolerant. I mean, not drought tolerant, sorry. They're cold tolerant. Big difference. So even if you put them outside, they should do fairly well for you. Let's see here. What other ones do I want to take? Let's go with Kestrel. A little bit better picture of the seeds, a lot more. It's really fun growing delphiniums from seed because you never know what you're going to get. And I do take cuttings of plants here, but as I keep expanding my nursery, and I get more and more delphiniums. And what I look for is the flower spike, how perennial it is over the years. And then I call it good. Okay, we're almost done here. And we're in the home stretch and we are just about done. 1, 2. That is it. So hopefully I gave you an idea of the best way to grow delphinium seed. By all means, let me know how it goes for you.